Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Look at today's nail art design. We're going to use some of the Madam Glam new gel polishes that they've come out for the month of June. So as you can already probably tell, they have come out with like a neon range, and oh boy, are they unreal. They're going to be perfect for summer, and you should absolutely bag whichever colour you like because they're unreal. I'll basically go through all of them. We've got Lime Rush. Well, at least I've got 5 here, but there are more colours in the collection. Now, this one's a neon green with glitter in there. So this collection has a couple of glittery ones, shimmery ones, and a couple just regular. So that's a shimmery one, and we will not be using that one today. There's also Healing Pink, which is another sparkly neon pink. Same thing with those two sparkly ones. We are not using them today, but we are going to use the remainder of the 3 that I've got there. So we've got Neon Yellow. Now, this one is called Zesty, and oh boy, is it zesty. So this one is a neon yellow, very, very, very beautiful colour. You'll notice though, compared to the other two, this one's a little bit more sheer, probably because the yellow are really hard colours anyways. We then got a pink. This one's called Barbie Land, and if there are any 2 colours I could recommend, is this pink and the purple. Unreal, and the ombre together is just absolutely stunning. Very, very nice, very creamy and lovely to work with. Then we also have this purple, neon purple, beautiful. This one's called Purple Buzz. And here it is on the brush. Stunning, and I love how the bottles represent the colour too. Quite nice. And when it comes to our background shades, 4 out of the 5 are going to have Shaka. So I needed a nudie base to start off today. I feel like if we did every single nail and just neon, it would be a bit much. So I needed a nudie base. So we went in with Shaka across 4 out of the 5. Then on the 5th nail, we're going to ombre, and we are going to ombre the pink and the purple. You want the pink at the top and the purple at the bottom, which I'm about to do now. I will be using my Madam Glam ombre brush to do that as well, which you will see in a moment of me blending those 2 colours together. And remember, I always do 2 coats, but I will always only show the one. So in a moment it will cut and there will be 2 layers applied, and we're basically ready to crack on with the nail art design. We've got quite a lot going on today. A little backstory to today's design. I kind of wanted to, well, the inspiration behind today's maybe design with the colours and everything, it kind of gave me festival vibes, so that's what I went for. I don't know how well I executed. I'm not very much of a festival girly, so I did try and do some research, but you know, one thing was pulling me one way, the other thing was pulling me the other, and I just came out with today's set. So you can let me know in the comments if you think this would pass as a festival set or not. But even if not, it's a really nice, the colours are just stunning when it's top coated. Now, we've got 2 nails. If you can envision half a French tip, that's basically what you gotta do, but just flip it around for each nail. So if you're gonna have the French tip part on the right hand side, you wanna flip it and do it on the left hand side on the other nail, if that makes sense. So I do start off with the small line first, and then once I'm happy with where it is and everything, I then do the final line downwards just to cut it off. And we're going to use the white just to outline it for ourselves, just so we know what we're doing. Now, once that's cured into place, you can just do a very quick cure just to get it, you know, so it doesn't move. Then we're going to do a striped French tip look. So we're going to try and utilize those colors as much as we can. So I'm going to do, well, I've picked out 3 colors, so I need enough space for 3 lines. So I'm trying to envision how thick each line has got to be, and I'm going to start off with the purple. So I started off with the purple because that's going to be the most center, the most in your face, the most, you know, the area that's going to catch your eye the most. And since the yellow is a little bit more sheer, I was a bit concerned, so I thought I will pop it onto the side so it's not as noticeable, and I am quite happy with that. I think the yellow, you know, is still very beautiful and it does its job. It's just compared to the other 2, they were just so much easier to work with, so I just didn't want to complicate it for myself as much. Well, I didn't want to overcomplicate it for myself, so I went and popped what I thought was going to be the hardest colour to get really opaque and everything to the corner. Then you want to go in with your pink, which we're going to do, and I do apply 2 layers on both colours, so each line will get another layer. And then once that one is done and cured, we are then finally going to be on the yellow, and you'll notice how different it is. So I'm going in with the yellow now, and it's kind of more sheer. It's completely understandable. It's a lot more like highlighty. The other colours are vibrant, but the yellow is a bit more highlighty. And I believe yellows are just very hard colours anyways. I feel like I could be lying here. Well, not lying, but you know. I feel like I just heard a nail content creator that makes products say that before. I could be completely off the rails right now and just envisioning things. But I feel like I heard that being said at some point. So yeah. Now we're on to the next nude nail. On this one, we're going to do flowers. I feel like it's been a while since I've done these, and they're so cute and fun to do. So you want to do a couple dots. Usually I do half flowers. I don't do a full flower, and I like to kind of connect to the corner of the nails. So we're going to start off with the yellow top right hand side. Since we did so little yellow on the other nails, I thought maybe it's a good time to do the yellow here. And here, for example, the yellow is actually, you know, doing its job pretty well, so maybe I just overreacted on the other nail. I don't know, I was just trying to save my back and not end up having to do a couple coats. But yeah, it's a very beautiful yellow, and I'll definitely be using it again for sure. So that's the yellow. That will go into lamp for a cure. I do like to cure in between, just because, especially when there's like a lot going on, I'm always so clumsy. Like, I'm gonna wipe it, smudge it, tap onto it, I'm gonna do something. I'm just bound to do it. Then next up, we're going to basically continue the same colour scheme, but also the like order of colours. So before I started with the purple, but now I'm starting off with the pink, but I'm following the same pattern. So now it's the pink, and then after the pink, at the bottom we're going to do, well, we have a very small area now, but with that little area we're going to do one more flower with the purple, very small one, and we're going to connect it to the right hand side of the nail, which you'll see in a second. With these flowers, I only had to do one coat. I didn't have to do two, which was nice. And that nail will be pretty much done until later on in the video. So now it's the purple time. Gorgeous colours. Like, I'm obsessed with this collection. I'm a massive neon, bright colour girly. Like, I would rock neon all year round personally. So when this one came through the post, I just could not believe my eyes. I was obsessed, just in love, absolutely in love. So here goes the last flower. Very simple. You just draw a line and then connect the sides of the dot to the line, and you're basically good to go. Very cutesy, very fast, very nice. Love them. Love doing them. You'll probably see them often on my channel. I feel like I haven't done them in a while, but if you do look through my thumbnails, I'm sure you'll find a couple that had them. Now, this is the nail that I always dread to do, which you will very rarely see on my channel. Flames are not my thing. I love the look of them. And if they were much easier to do, I'd probably do them all the time, but they are not. I always struggle. So here's my attempt at a flame. I'm not mad at it. I feel like when you look at it, you know it's a flame, and I feel like that's all you can ask for, really. As long as what you're doing looks like what you were trying to make it look. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as, you know, you look at it and you know it's a heart or it's a flame or whatever, then you basically, it's a win. So it's really hard to explain exactly how I did it. I feel like you might need to just slow it down or just rewatch it a couple of times and just follow the steps. I kind of outline it first and do, you know, all the lines, and then I colour it in for myself. And because I'm always quite heavy-handed, I do these flames quite thick, so I don't really have any side bits left for me to do the side flames usually. So today was exactly the same day as usual, so I did like little tiny flames on the sides just to add it in, and I'm glad I did. When I was doing them, I thought, oh, maybe this is too much, but no, I'm glad I did it. So I did go ahead and do another coat after that. And here, with the yellow, I had this vision of making the flame glow. I don't know what got over me, but I did mix the yellow with some top coat or base coat just to make it a bit more sheer. I wish I did a bit more because it's still so pigmented, really. But it is slightly different to just the full-on yellow. And the vision, was to make it kind of glow. And I feel like I just needed to put way more base coat or top coat, whichever, just to make it more, you know, sheer basically. So if you like the look, then I'm sure it'd look even better if it was to be, you know, just a bit more sheer. I mean, you can get gel polishes that are sheer in the first place, so if you've got one of them, they'll be a good choice to probably pick up and try out and do. But I'm not mad at it, and especially later we're going to matte top coat, and it kind of dimmed everything down a little bit, so that was quite helpful. Now we're going to matte top coat. Everything else is going to be some extra little details with crystals, and then some touches with some Madam Glam nail art gel in the shade white. And by some, I mean every single nail has some, so quite a lot. But it was definitely needed. For a second, I did consider using a black instead of a white, but I think I'm happy with the white. Although I feel like the black could look cool too. It might give off a different vibe maybe than what the white does, but I think both look kind of cool. And obviously the gel does cure glossy on top, so that does add an extra little touch and a little bit of sparkle in a way. So I am always obsessed with outlining things, so whenever something's not like perfect, I need to outline it or hide it basically. So I am going to use the white to outline the French tip there, which is why I wasn't too fussed with the edges pretty much on the French tip, because I knew I was going to cover them up with the gel polish, the nail art gel. So I'm just going over it, then that will go into the lamp for a cure. I will do that on both French tip nails, but I only show the one, I think. Then in between those flowers, I wanted to do some little dots and stars. So I'm doing only 2 little, I call them stars, I guess they're stars, little dots with like lines coming out of it, making it look like a star. And then around, I do little clusters of tiny little dots. So I tried to pick out a dotting tool that has the smallest dot and did a couple dots. If you don't have a dotting tool, like a toothpick could actually do the job, or just anything with a very, very small surface that you can do dots with. You can get quite creative if you don't have anything at home, hopefully. And then just go ahead and start dotting away. I think it's such a cute little touch. I always love doing them. I don't know if you guys are sick of it by now or not, but I'm not. I'm probably going to do it for a little while longer. But that's that one. And it always feels like I need to just add more and more. It's just never enough. As I'm adding, I'm like, oh, I need another one here and another one there and so on. Then that will go into the lamp. Now on this ombre nail, I've had a vision, well, on the right hand side there's going to be 2 lines, and then in the center of those lines, which I do the lines first, then I cure them. Then once it comes out, because remember, I'm clumsy, I need them cured so that I don't mess it up, especially with the very, very tiny little detail that we're about to do. We're going to do some hearts and dots in the center. I did most of that off camera because oh boy was making it so small very hard, but I did include this very little fragment just so you get the gist. So you're going to do a dot, then a heart underneath it, and then a dot, and then a heart, and so on all the way down if you can, and so on basically. So you can imagine every dot and heart in between I cured in place because I'm just so clumsy. So it took me a little while, but here it is. And then we're going to place some crystals there, little placement there. I've got a heart AB with some cavi beads and some extra AB. Off camera, I did also outline the the flame. So you can imagine how hard that was too, but it was definitely needed. I feel like it was a really, really nice touch, and you will see it in a moment because we will be placing some crystals on it. So I did include all of the crystal footage, I'm pretty sure, just sped it up quite a lot. There's quite a lot going on, and every single nail has some crystals going on today. Very minor here and there, but they are included. So this one is going into the lamp. That one's done now. Done and dusted. You can forget about that one for now. Until the final show, I guess. Then I actually don't know which one's next. Let me see. Oh, the flame. Here it is. So this is the outline of the flame. It was tricky trying to get the thickness of the gel to be the same the whole way through. I always struggle with that. I'm quite heavy-handed, and usually I want a thinner line, but I'm just so heavy-handed that I always press the brush way too much, or I forget to coat my bristles all the way through. It's quite important for you to coat your bristles, like all of them, in the gel polish. Sometimes I'm a bit fast with things, and I just kind of dip the brush and off I go, and then I have a hard time actually doing a nice, line that's the same thickness all the way through. So definitely make sure you do that. It really makes a difference, and it makes your life so much easier. So there's that one. Next up, we're going to do the floral one. That was the easiest one of them all because we're only going to place ABs in the center of each flower. If you don't want to do that, you could just do a dot of the white gel polish that we were using earlier, or anything else that you want, or just do nothing at all because that's really cute as it was anyways. Then last but not least, those 2 French tip nails. I think I only show the one, but it's literally a flip mirror image of one another, so whatever you do on one, you do on the other. Here I kind of wanted to do like a slanted crystal placement. I'm basically going down in AB sizes, so I'm starting off in the middle, and I am placing a cavi bead in between each crystal and so on, and we're doing that on both nails. And that would be basically it, guys. So that will go into the lamp for a cure, and then out it will come for the final results any second now. Here they are. I hope you guys liked it. I'm really happy. They're such my colours. Like, I'm obsessed. I can't wait to do more neon colours and designs. So I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.